Have you ever tried to make a video when two grandchildren are sleeping? A grandpa's got to do what a grandpa's got to do. Hello everybody, welcome back to The Humble Horologist. This is Anthony, the very humble horologist, and I'm trying to do things as quietly as possible, which is why I'm close to the microphone, and I have a green screen behind me using video or whatever pictures from a previous set so that I don't have to be too loud because of a little baby and a 4-year-old who, they wake up, it's going to get like, So here I am, keeping my schedule of once a week, doing a watch video, and this week we're going to be looking at Schrecker. FYI, watch of the day is my Pagani Design 1661 PD 1661, which is an homage to the Rolex Submariner, and it is a nice watch, and I put it on an aftermarket all brushed bracelet to make it look a little bit more like the real thing. It's a great watch, keeps good time, and good solid automatic watch. And on this wrist I'm wearing a hospital band because I broke my toe today. I want to tell you about a jeweler in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. His name is Schrecker. Now, the reason that I want to tell you about him is because back in 2006, we were moving from Hopkinsville, Kentucky to Chattanooga. And in the previous couple of years, while living there in Kentucky, Mr. Schrecker had done some really good, honest business. And he was just that way. And, I had the opportunity to experience that. At one point, I was going to buy a diamond from him. And instead of putting it in layaway, you know what he told me to do? He said, instead of putting this in layaway, why don't you go down the street to, the investment office down there and take the money that you would be putting in layaway and put it in some sort of investment. And that way it can earn interest, and when all is said and done, come back and then buy the ring or the diamond, and you'll have extra money on top. And so when it come time to leave Kentucky, I wanted a keepsake from his shop, and I bought this watch. So what we have here is a 35 millimeter, 35 and a half, I think, millimeter case. And it has an 18 millimeter lug width and a 40.5, I believe, lug to lug. It's not very thick, I think about 6 millimeters thick. But it's just a classic dress watch. And that's the reason why I wanted it. I wanted something that was not only a keepsake, but was a nice dress watch. This was the first watch that I ever really tried to change a battery on before I knew anything about changing batteries on watches, and it didn't turn out so well. I sort of shattered the crystal. A lesson learned and pressing tool purchased. So do you have any type of watches or any type of keepsake to remind you of somebody? Do you have one to remind you of a jeweler or an AD, an authorized dealer that actually treats you right? Or do you just want to tell us about one? That would be cool too. We all would like to know where to shop and know that we're going to be treated well. So we got through this video without any screaming grandchildren or babies. And my wife didn't come into the room saying, "Shh, you're talking too loud." Lee, correct your grammar is always important. So now we'll wrap up this program very quietly. Remember, watches are replaceable, but time is not.